Welcome back to the Charlie's Cavalry Coaches Show. I'm your host, John Moses. Now to recognize the Charlie's Cavalry Episode 3 Athlete of the Week, women's basketball forward Bria Moore. A four-time Northeast 10 Conference Rookie of the Week, Moore has emerged as one of the top freshmen in the conference this season. She's averaged 12.8 points and 7.8 rebounds per game so far this season. She's added 31 assists, 20 steals, and 15 blocks in her 24 starts. In the Chargers' 74-62 victory over American International, Moore scored a season-high 26 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. The double-double was her third of the season. Earlier this week, I caught up with the West Haven, Connecticut native and asked her about her success this season. I'm joined now by our Student Athlete of the Week, Bria Moore. So, Bria, you've won the Northeast 10 Rookie of the Week a couple of different times this year. What does it mean to you to get that award?
It means a lot. I've been trying really hard, and I've been practicing hard every day, 100%. So I'm glad I was able to get this honor.
Well, now that you've played against every team in the Northeast 10, what have you noticed about the college game and how it's different from high school?
I noticed that it's not that easy in high school. You know, I was one of the biggest girls on the court. Now in college, I'm one of the smallest females on the court. So it's kind of hard to transition from high school to college.
Bria, when did you first realize you were passionate about basketball?
Well, actually, I started playing basketball in the 6th grade for West Haven Travel League. So probably about when I got to high school, I noticed I was very passionate about the sport.
So what was your high school experience like?
It was great. My basketball team went to 3 out of 4 championships. We won 2 championships. It was just great. It was great.
Now, Bria, everyone has a little bit different recruitment story. Everyone's process is a little bit different. What was your recruitment like?
Well, really, like about 3 schools were looking at me, and Southern was one of them. So I was talking to Southern and then UNH, but then UNH is right down the street from my house. So then I kind of waited last minute, and then I thought about it, and I was like, UNH is the one for me.
Yeah, I mean, what type of things did you really look for in a school? What were some of the more important things?
Well, I was looking at the campus and if I would like it or not, and my teammates, they're great. And just like the surrounding, the whole area, I like it.
Now, when you think back on this season, which game do you think was your best game as an individual?
I think my AIC game was the best because I played 110%. I boxed out, got every rebound, finished my layups, made open threes. Yeah, that was my game.
Bria, every year there seems to be a teammate or somebody on the team that surprises somebody with their play. Is there somebody on this team that's really surprised you with the way they've come out?
Yes, Aquilin. She started off kind of shaky at first, but now she's finally playing to her potential, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, so much about basketball is about confidence. With regard to Aquilin, does it really come down to her confidence on the floor?
Yes, it really does, because sometimes she overthinks or she gets down on herself, and then we got to tell her to pick it up, and then she gets into it.
Well, Bria, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on a fantastic year so far. Good luck in your last 2 games.
Thank you.
On the other side of this break, we'll talk men's basketball with head coach Ted O'Towling. This is the Charlie's Cavalry Coaches Show. Welcome back to the Charlie's Cavalry Coaches Show. I'm your host, John Moses. Now we'll catch up on the men's basketball team with head coach Ted O'Towling. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, since we spoke last week, 1-1 with a win over Lemoyne, a loss at home against American International. What about your team's performance jumped out at you?
Yeah, I thought we did a great job on the road against Lemoyne. I was really happy with our performance defensively, and I was really happy with our performance offensively against defense we haven't seen for quite some time. And I know you and I had talked in the past about maybe changing the lineup to kind of attack the zone a little better. We didn't have to do that, which to me shows great improvement from our bigs, really with their passing, decision-making, finishing. And I thought London, Cyrus, and Eric just did a great job at Lemoyne, just giving us baskets and being really secure with the ball.
Well, in that game against Lemoyne, Cyrus James made his first collegiate start. What made you start him, and how do you think he handled it?
Yeah, it was just a team decision. I thought he handled it great. He's really improved throughout the year. He's done a great job. He's a very responsible kid. He's a good learner. And he's very curious. He's a lot like Eric. You know, he's the one that's always coming to the office trying to find clips of his performance, trying to get a little bit better. And it was great to see him do really well with 12 points career high, and obviously really good on the boards as well.
So let's take a look at a couple of highlights here where we really see what Cyrus excels at. All right, so break down this possession for us here.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job with our ball screen coverage, really tried to force him away from screens. And then Eric Anderson has just been awesome on the glass. He's, you know, he had 10 defensive rebounds in this game. He had 12 in our game against AIC. He's really just become that guy that when it's anywhere near him, he's getting it. He's right now second in the league in defensive rebounds as a freshman, which is pretty incredible. And I thought we did a good job just moving the ball. I thought we skipped the ball pretty well, got it inside out, and was really happy with our big guys. Like, this is something that we wouldn't have been able to do early in the season. But a great pass by Eric, great seal by Cyrus, and obviously a great finish. He's just gotten better and better throughout the year.
Yeah, one thing we're noticing in these clips against Lemoyne zone is that they're very spread out. They're very aware of your shooters. How much did that open up the baseline for you guys?
Well, you know, Justin Exum made 11 threes against them last year at Lemoyne, and, you know, obviously he's a big part of their scouting report. But because we have good shooters, because Jeremy can shoot, Ashanti can shoot, Justin can shoot, and even Jeff Adkins this year is 40%. He's made 12, so it does spread them out a little bit more. But I thought we got good penetration. Offensive rebounds were huge. Again, Cyrus with just a big-time rebound and a big-time finish, which was really important in this game.
Well, you know, you mentioned that number, 12 of 30 from three-point range for Jeff Adkins. He continues to shoot a great percentage from both the field, three-point range, and the line. What area has he made the most improvement this year, and where do you still see some weakness in his game?
Yeah, I think he's made improvements in every statistical category. He's by far exceeded his shooting numbers. He's by far exceeded his three-point shooting. Last year he was 4 for 14. This year he's already 12 for 30. He's gotten to the line double the amount he did last year and shooting over 72%. And then his assists, he's had 82 assists this year. Last year, he's one turnover over assist to turnover rank, and this year he's well beyond 1-to-1 with 82 assists. So I just think he's one of the most improved players in our league, and I think it can only get better as he matures and obviously as he gets bigger, stronger, and sees more. I think just him managing the game more, running our team will improve, which will make him, I think, one of the elite guards at our level.
Yeah, I think we get a great option again, and I think we get a great look at that in this next clip. You know, transition is really one of his strengths. He's very quick. He's an athletic finisher. Walk us through his transition game.
Yeah, he's very, very fast with the ball. You know, the best fast breaks are when he gets defensive rebounds. It's very difficult to contain us. But again, we've done a great job on the defensive rebounds, and we've done a great job blocking shots. Just a great defensive possession by Eric. Not only guards the ball, but gets the rebound. And then when we kick it up the floor like this, it's very hard to contain Jeff when he's at full speed. That's what he's done really, really well. And when we've had success on offense, we've scored in transition. And it's been really a product of our bigs blocking out, getting the ball, and also our bigs blocking shots.
Well, with Samir McDaniels returning to practice this week, how has he looked in practice from a conditioning standpoint, and where do you anticipate working him into the rotation?
Yeah, we're going to throw him into the lineup. He's too valuable not to play, and he is a tough kid. So, you know, obviously a part of his success will be how he can get in condition here in the next few days. But he's done a great job. He's done some extra workouts. We're really happy that he's back, and obviously happy for him to get back with his teammates and on the floor. But I thought he had a great practice yesterday. Brings a lot of physicality, really does fill the stat sheet in a lot of different areas, but great to have him back, and we're not going to wait to play him. We'll throw him in there.
I noticed in your most recent game with AIC, they used a lot more pick and roll action. What are some of the coverages and strategies you like to use when covering pick and roll with this particular group?
Yeah, we've done a lot of different things. You know, on the sideline, a lot of times we've tried to keep it away from the screen and try and keep it on the side. You know, our rules are just the person with the ball is not allowed to score, and then the first pass is not allowed to score. And then we didn't do a great job of that against AIC. But overall this year, I think our ball screen coverage has been pretty good, especially considering all the younger players we have involved with the coverage and the rotations. But you know, we've done it a number of different ways. It hurt us against AIC, but we'll tighten it up here in the next couple of days and hopefully get back on track.
Well, Jeremy Williams really broke out of his shooting slump against Lemoyne, so let's take a little bit closer at his shooting stroke down the stretch in this game.
Great. Yeah, really happy for Jeremy. He was 5 for 8 from 3 against Lemoyne, and really big shots. They were really second half shots where it really allowed us to extend our lead. And again, they were very aware and very spread out, as you mentioned before. and sometimes you have to make deep threes, and fortunately for us, Jeremy had good range, good rhythm, and some of the shots he hit were very, very deep. And when we hit shots, obviously we're a very good offensive team, but it's great to see him shoot it in, and hopefully that's a pattern that continues here over the next 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, the one theme with these 3 made threes is end of the shot clock,
right.
Need to put up a shot here, and Jeremy just knocks him down.
Yeah, and we did show good maturity and good patience against the zone. I thought that was really a big part of our success, and it helps when you can make long, tough shots against the zone as well. So, we're very fortunate. We moved the ball pretty well, but, we were very fortunate to make these shots, and obviously it was huge. Jeff Adkins, we put him in the middle of the zone to get a little penetration, which I thought really helped us. And again, when you make a deep shot like that, it's difficult to cover.
Well, London Burek is a very big piece of your offense. Beginning of the games, you like to throw it down inside to him. While he doesn't shoot as high a percentage as maybe you want from your big guy, what does he do well on the offensive end?
Yeah, the one thing he does well is, he does give us a presence inside where we can throw it inside and score. And when he does get to his right hook, he's been very, very successful. The other thing it does is it does cause fouls. So it does help us as the half rolls along to get in the bonus earlier. So when we do drive or there are hand checks or small fouls away from the basket, it does get us to the free throw line more. So, scoring, but also creating free throw opportunities later in the half is why we do go down to him.
So let's take a closer look at a couple of London post-ups here.
Right. Yeah, we did a great job in this game. Our part of our attack was to not go inside in early, but we just made great decisions with our bigs. And again, really proud of these guys. That's something that we've improved on quite a bit, and great to see their development as players. Where early in the season when we played Lemoyne, that was not the case. We were probably not as able to make those passes and complete. But we do go to London a lot early in the game, so here we just get him on the left block where he's pretty comfortable, and he's been very successful getting to his right hand on the right hook.
Yeah, that's really one of his things. But one area that your offense really rolls is in transition. We've talked about it a little bit. How dangerous Jeff is in transition. But let's talk about that a little bit more. Your defense setting up your offense here into getting into transition.
Yeah. And, that's been a key for us offensively. And early in the season when we had a lot of success, it was a lot of block shots that led to points. People are a little bit more aware of our shot blockers now. They do shot fake a lot. They do get it inside out. So it's not, we haven't blocked as many shots here later in the season. But when we got guys like Eric and London who can defensive rebound and Cyrus that can defensive rebound, we insert Samir into the rebounding equation as well. When we can get it and go, we've been very, very successful, obviously, with our speedy guards and our good shooters.
Big matchup coming up this weekend, Southern Connecticut State coming to Charter Gymnasium. What elements have you looked at from your first matchup with Southern that you're going to apply to this game?
Yeah, again, this time of year, it's really do what you do a little better. We're going to have to guard in space. It's a little bit difficult for our bigger guys who won't be guarding a true post-up player. So they're going to have to guard in space. Closeouts will be huge, just keeping the ball in front, and then making them make contested shots. And then the biggest thing is they're very, very good in transition. They have multiple bust-out guys. They really do a good job passing the ball. So if we can, take care of the ball, not turn it over, get good shots, and then get back in defense, I think we have a great chance to compete.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck coming up. 2 regular season games remaining, and then maybe we'll see you in the conference tournament.
Thanks so much.
For more, be sure to tune to NewHavenChargers.com. Or for a completely student perspective on everything athletics at the University of New Haven, tune to charliescavalry.wordpress.com. I'm your host, John Moses.